so I wanted to do just a couple babies and what they'll be wearing today. And of course, I know you guys recognize those little fingers. And this is baby Zoey Taylor. And this is what she's wearing today. This was an old outfit that I had for past babies. And I'm like, they only wore it once. And I'm like, she can put that on. I'm also going to put on another baby in the same outfit. So stay tuned for that. And I did notice what made me remember I had this outfit is when I was looking at Hello Melissa Sue video of her little precious little girl. And I was like, I have that outfit. So the great part about watching videos, and I also need to go through clothes and stuff. So I was thinking I need to go through some stuff and get rid of some stuff. Whether I donate it to Goodwill or just, you know, I don't know about doing an online yard sale because the stuff is kind of probably dated. But in any case, this is Zoey Taylor. For those that don't know, she is Zoe by Claire Taylor. And that's her sculpt name is Zoe. And I just decided I like both names, Taylor and Zoey. Well, Zoey, so I named her Zoey. And Zoey Taylor, that is actually her first and middle name. A lot of people think I'm just trying to, you know, say the name of the sculpt. And she is a full body silicone with a full detail mouth and little open nose. And see, I have glass blue eyes. They're baby newborn blue eyes, so they don't show up unless you're really, really looking. And what else about you, little girl? Claire Taylor has new babies coming out, and she has a new one that's out that she did a sculpting video of for those that. So I get a lot of questions like, where do you get her from? You know, how do I get one, etc., etc. So I'm sharing this information in this video. You can go to Claire Taylor Dolls. That's the website. And she lists babies for sale. I know she has a new baby, Princess something. She's a sleeper, and she's really pretty. She's a bigger baby too. And she has a squishy tummy and a skull, I think she has. But anyway, I can't give the details of that baby, but very interesting baby. And plus, it was the baby that she sculpted in her last video, a few videos that she did on her channel. So yeah, so anyway, her babies are very unique, very different from most silicone babies because she's not just equal flex 10 or 20 or 30. She's all different. She's just a special Claire Taylor mix, which mean she's softer in some spots, firmer in other spots, and her skin wrinkles like real babies, like real people, and which is pretty cool. And her pouring is fabulous, and her detailing is fabulous. Her painting is like no other I've never seen. Of course, Ja'Cory is very nice. However, he's not the newborn look, so it's like they're totally different paint styles to compare. But Claire has this the newborn painting down pat, and I'm sure she has approved because I'm looking at other new babies that she's done since this baby. But I mean, there was really nothing to improve in my opinion. But you know, we get more hyper real as the artists grow in their craft. So yeah, I can imagine that the newer babies are probably like, maybe overwhelming for some, because with silicone babies, they tend to photograph well and, you know, do great on video, but then when you get them in person, you can't get close up on them. A lot of them in the eye area is rough and stuff like that, and you can get close up on her babies because the painting is definitely real. It's no it's smooth, it's not bumpy, it's not, you know, her sculpting is I don't know, it's just really really nice. So I'm not doing a commercial for her or anything, so to speak. And I absolutely do love other silicone babies that's out there. And I think there's some other fabulous artists, of course. But I just, from the ones that I've collected, um, this is far most best one I've seen yet to my liking. Um, Quality, everything. And then there's other things that, for me, with silicone babies, that is a big deal for me, is dealing with artists that stand by their work, because so many things can go wrong with silicone babies. And you to have an artist that stand by their work and have a lot of integrity in what they do makes a big difference than buying from some of these artists that just don't care. They just trying to get paid and they don't care how the baby turns out or whatever. I've experienced that. And even in the past, when I've collected um, lesser, I won't say, well, I don't know if you would say quality, but on the lower end and newer sculptors, it was one of the things that I was totally confident about buying, like a Roz Bailey baby, because she's an artist that stands by her work and she would fix anything. Now, she is like nowhere near Claire Taylor, of course, but um, you know, like I said, you know, it's just, to me, I'm just saying that babies that come from artists that are, you know, more concerned about pleasing their customers than making a fast dollar is just goes a long ways. And I think that Claire Taylor is awesome. I really, I know this video is getting a lot longer than I expected it to be. It was supposed to be an outfit of the day, but then I get to talking to you guys. But I know it's a lot of new mommies out there, and silicones are very popular at the time, at this time. And at one point, they were getting more popular than reborns, but I think people are starting to fall back to the reborns because silicones are getting, you know, extremely more expensive. But in the beginning, I used to say, you know, I would just get a, you know, least expensive one, which I still believe that that's good if you can't afford like top of the line, because I can't, seriously. I had to buy Zoey secondhand, and if in order to get another baby, which I had a desire to get a biracial or ethnic baby, I would have to sell like almost all. I would have to sell a lot to be able to afford a new one. So with that being said, I think you just should, you know, the quality should match the price. Definitely don't want to spend $5,000 for a baby that resale value is no good, and the baby's going to fall apart on you. So you want to do your research on that. But I know that in the past I have like raved about different artists' work and stuff, and then people have not been happy. Some has been happy and some have not. And but either way, it was an artist that resolved their issues. So I'm happy about that, you know, because I definitely would not recommend anyone that doesn't stand by the work. But I feel like totally confident in saying that Claire Taylor is more on the expensive end, but I think she's, and I know I'm gonna get tore down for this, but I think she is the best out there with the full body silicone and the painting and the all-in-one everything, the feel, the cuddling. Because when I first started thinking about getting silicone babies, my main thing was worry was that they wouldn't be as cuddly as the reborns. And so I thought that would never happen. Now I do say, out of all the other babies, the only other baby that was a full body baby that was cuddly for me was a Ross Bailey baby. Her babies are extremely cuddly. And Zoey is even more so cuddly, and but her cuddleness is more, well, I'm not gonna say more, but her silicone is different, of course, with the flex and all that. And the painting is hyper real on Claire Taylor, but she's definitely very cuddly. Um, so yeah, I've only so far gotten two babies that was silicone babies that was super cuddly. Now, my Jacori, of course, is a partial reborn, which that means he has full limbs, solid silicone limbs, head, arms, legs, and he also have a little tummy plate, and that's silicone. But his body is cloth, and he's filled with glass beads. He also have a silicone insert, so that makes his belly extra squishy. But he's definitely cuddly because that's like getting the best of both worlds. So if you're not fascinated with the fact of bathing them, putting them actually in a bathtub, which I wouldn't recommend doing all the time anyway, then if you can't afford a full body, partial silicones is definitely the way to go. Because you get like the best of both worlds. You get the pacifier thing where you can, use a full pacifier, which I am so big on that because I hate making magnets for my reborns, but I will. I even now try to find reborns that take modified passies because I'm just lazy. But I would definitely recommend a partial silicone baby. I think you get just as much enjoyment out of them, if not even more, because you have more posing options. Now with Claire Taylor babies, I think I get more posing than I've ever seen with a silicone, because however she does her arms, she can move them up, she can move them down, she can straighten them out. It's just, it doesn't make her always be like straight down or straight up or, going in one position. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on posing, and her head turns, which I love that. Which I have seen some full body silicone babies that's all in one piece, like the baby clone. Their heads seem to turn really nicely in one piece. But before that, I had one, and it was harder to turn the head with the full piece. So I actually like the jointed head. I didn't think I would, but I like it because the way that she blends it, it blends nicely and it doesn't look unnatural. So yeah, I have to cut this video short at 14 minutes. So I know this video started out as outfit of the day, but I hope that this answers some of the questions that I've been asked, and I hope that you guys found some of the information helpful. I know that a lot of people are asking where to find ethnic silicone babies, and the answer to that is not easy because it's very hard. A lot of people cannot paint ethnic silicone babies, even though they think they can. They cannot. And but there are some out there that's decent enough and that are nice. So take care, everyone. Be safe during the holidays. Don't drink too much.